Well, I was surprised. That's, I think, the first bomb that Sexton's put up. 30 minutes gone, and obviously they profited from that. The massive big bounce off one of the Australian players.
It's Quade Cooper.
Quade, was it?
Yeah.
That won't ruffle him a bit, will it?
No, he'll probably have to do his hair at half time. But yeah, it just was nowhere near the ball, and Australia were a little bit lucky to get away with that.
He does do a lot of his defending at fullback. I guess, is that a risky run, not having a specialist fullback back there to defend the bombs?
Well, he is a specialist return player. He's not a good tackler, but he certainly can run the ball back. So I guess, you know, in my day, you would have, if you couldn't tackle, you wouldn't be picked at all. But you know, Robbie Deans hides him very well.
Yeah, I think in his case the positives kind of just outweigh the negatives.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. No, one of the most dangerous attacking weapons in world rugby. Penalty given to Ireland.
I'd just like to ask the scrum expert, what was that for? Obviously collapsing, without a doubt, or for Pelota now having the worst beard in the competition.
Probably, but definitely collapsing. But you wait, the next one that collapses, Australia will get it.
So we're going to have a quid on that?
Head on shoulders.
Okay, we're up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, front row. And collapsing.
I mean, I think these guys, well, listen, what do we know?
Yeah, Robbie Deans is doing the same thing. And Jim Williams like, what's going on here? Just saw the exact same thing about 10 minutes ago, and we got the penalty.
I'm not sure Cian Healy even knew either.
But he'll take it.
I
got that one. Jonathan Sexton, 39 metres out from the goalpost. Slow, steady control, and that is a mile off. Again, it goes back to those kicking statistics. You just got to think what's going on, because these guys can kick.
Jonathan Sexton seems to have changed his run-up since this World Cup started, and maybe he's been working with a kicking coach, but it looks so forced and unnatural, doesn't it, Mark? And, you know, in our day, we just had guys that put the ball down, walk back and kick the thing, and probably hope that it went through. But goodness me, you know, when you're going through that whole process, you'd think they'd come closer.
Australia deemed to have knocked the ball forward. I tell you what, Gavin, look, you're doing a fantastic job commentating Māori television. I guarantee you there's going to be about 15 teams ringing you up, kicking coach. You have kicking coach jobs for the next 4 years.
Well, there we go. Listen, I was looking to get back into rugby, so maybe that's my forte, right?
Does anybody want a tackling coach? I'm an expert. I played number 10 and I didn't miss one tackle that I attempted.
No, I think after your expert comments, they're going to be booking you for front row coach. Scrum advisor.
Mark, where's the next Golden Oldies? It's up in Japan, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, well, let's go up there.
We'll go up there.
Right?
Could possibly be a tight head. No. Great work by the Irish front row to keep the ball back. Carney gets stopped in a hurry. Redden.
Leave it now.
Spin the ball. It's terrible delivery, but Darcy does a good job collecting the ball. Redden gets caught out. Mike Ross just gets there in the nick of time for his aid. Now Australia will probably be thinking the back of their minds after a few phases, possible drop kick again. It worked the first time. Redden looking for some support. Runs into Horwell.
The ball is out.
Ooh, Bryce Lawrence says there was a knock on. Horwell's in offside position. But a scrum rule packed down. Australia feed.
Well, that was a poor play by the referee. Kind of got in the way of Owen Redden's, and you know, then he ran into Horwell, and the ball obviously was knocked out of his hands. But the referee adamant that he had nothing at all to do with interfering with play.
I agree. I think the referee has made an excellent decision. Redden was doing a pirouette. He was actually, you'll watch it now, he was doing his pirouette and just by accident just happened to get in, knock into Horwell, who was getting up. Horwell didn't even know he was there.
That's fair call. The referee was in the way, though.
Perhaps.
Pause. Engage.
Round 2 of the commentator's stoush.
Taken back.
Now Australia. Genia puts a fair bit of distance behind that kick. There's Carney just shaping up, looking for a better angle. It's a wobbly old one. And it will go out. Touch judge, the assistant referee just walking forward, and it'll be 37 metres out from the line.
Yeah, I think Rob Kearney there, he hasn't played an awful lot of rugby over the last number of months, had a very bad injury. He lacked the confidence to go and take that ball on the hoof, and he wanted just the security of going back into his 22 and kicking it to touch.
Not straight. It's the first malfunction of the Australian lineup.
Scrum it is.
Yeah, Rob Kearney, number 15, has had a good start to this game. Only played 2 matches for Leinster.
Stay in the middle.
Season of, yeah, fair enough.
It's a bit of a recurring theme if we're going to go into half-time 6-all. Australia did that last game,
Yeah,
I
they
remember,
did.
against Italy.
Just part of the plan.
I'm sure it is.
They're not in a hurry to beat Ireland.
They don't want to show all their cards straight away. Big scrum here by the Irish. And penalty given. Last couple of scrums, the Australians have been put under a fair bit of pressure.
No, it's a magnificent scrum by Ireland. They, again, took their time, controlled it. If there is one weakness that everybody's predicting, it is the Australian scrum. And that's probably the first time we've seen it really under that type of pressure for a long time.
Sexton punts the ball out. They'll take the line out 35 metres out from the Australian try line.
Great, thank you.
There we go, just that pressure applied. Also question marks over the Irish scrum coming into this match, but it's held up pretty well the first half. Stephen Ferris. Now, a bit of deja vu.
Tit for tat.
Never mind the goal kickers having problem kicking the ball, the hookers are having problem throwing it in. Maybe it's the ball after all.
There's not a lot of wind out there. We just started an international inquiry, I think, boys.
We don't have that problem in Golden Oldies rugby, Mark, do we?
Yeah, I don't want the ball when I'm playing Golden Oldies.
Some of the statistics. Breakdown turnovers 1-1. It's been a fairly even battle there, 3-2. Missed tackles. Like Australia, they might have dropped off a couple of tackles, but they've maintained their composure in the defensive line. I guess if anything, I mean the scoreline is 6-all, but the most threatening team out there when they've got the ball does look as though the Australians, especially when Kurtley Beale's got his hands.
But this is typical of Australian Ireland matches. You know, when I played years after, we can't shake away. You know, Australia look like they're going to break this game wide open at any stage, but Ireland have got this ability to hold on, and they just won't give up.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
It's a better effort by the Australian scrum as it just starts to twist around. Now Kenya put under an enormous amount of pressure. Stephen Ferris just gets stuck into him.
Well,
that's a terrific effort by Ireland.
Not half, and you just saw the way that Ferris, he just picked up Guinea there, and Paul O'Connell, he's just well done, and they're giving themselves a real chance here. Tremendous play. Look at him, he's under a wee bit of pressure. Owen Redden and Ferris, the 2 second rows right in behind. Look at that.
It was terrific. It was almost like the dwarf throwing episode we've seen in New Zealand lately. Just picked him up and almost threw him backwards.
Isn't it great to see the passion, though? Even on the Irish bench there, all the forwards are giving themselves big thumbs up, slaps in the back. There's obviously a great team spirit in that Irish squad. They've known that they've had to work extremely hard even to have a chance and a sniff here. Well, they're in with a chance now.
30 seconds remains. You'd think this would be the last attacking passage in the first half. Good tackle, Pat McCabe.
Come back, come back.
the man who forced the turnover, now spills the ball himself. Stephen Ferris, Australia. Pressure just comes off them a little bit.
Advantage.
Is it Paul O'Connell that just stepped over and trampled on the ball, but it'll be a scrum to Australia.
He's had a good game, Paul O'Connell. I've been very impressed with him. Sometimes in the past just lacking a wee bit, but good match from him so far.
It has been a fantastic effort by the Irish forwards combating the speed and skill of Australia, and they end up even Steven 6-all here at halftime, Eden Park. E te iwi kia mautonu mai. Tēnā ro atu koutou katoa, nau mai hoki mai ki Eden Park. Tēnei ke mutau maha ki wāngi te kapa wahitereiria me Airini. You can see all the festivity, all the colour, all the celebrations here at halftime Eden Park. I tell you what, it's going to get pretty tense here once the second half kicks off, because we do have a game on our hands. 6-all between Ireland and Australia. And Gavin Hastings, I guess that's a fair reflection on the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think so, and obviously all Australian supporters will be hoping that their team plays like they did against Italy. If you look around, wonderful shots of the crowd. Certainly the Irish supporters look much the happier, don't they?
It's amazing, you know. Australia is, what, 2.5 hours away. There's more green for Ireland at the stadium at the moment. Now, I don't know where they've come from, whether they've come from Ireland, but they've certainly come from all over the world, and it's just an amazing atmosphere.
And that has been a highlight of the opening couple of weeks of this World Cup. Wherever you travel, no matter how big, how small the town is, everybody is getting into the festive spirit of Rugby World Cup 2011, and it is an absolute joy to be part of it. Now the Wallabies are to regroup. They were in the same situation against Italy not more than a week ago at North Shore. 6-all was the halftime scoreline as the Irish come back onto the field. Plenty of applause, plenty of support for a team that live on the other side of the world. There's been a lot of emphasis put on Australia as the #1 danger team for New Zealand. But I tell you what, Ireland are looking to make their own bit of history. Played Tri-Nations teams 5 times at Rugby World Cups, never won. This possibly could be their opportunity. Bryce Lawrence gets the second half underway. O'Connell sends the ball back into midfield. There's Sexton. He'll put the ball up high. Produced a couple of gems in the first half as Guinea. Terrific leap. There's James. Justin Bieber. James O'Connor at the bottom of that. He's quickly getting out of harm's way.
It was interesting when that kick went up. You know, I guess the 4 young, wide generation of O'Connor, Genia, Beale and Cooper. The 4 of them were back there, ready to operate together.
Happy? Yep.
Boys, just seeing the 4 of them with the ball in hand and a bit of space, alarm bells just go ringing automatically. Very talented, but Quade Cooper very quiet in the first half, only 3 carries for 7 metres. It's Curtly Bill, however, very effective with the ball in hand. Ran for 54. We're looking for a little bit more out of their superstar fullback. Again, he sends it out to Cooper. Puts the kick in behind the line. Tommy Bowe. Good job to Regala. Australia unable to turn the ball over, so Ireland. Fumble by Sexton. He gets put under a bit of pressure now. Australia get numbers. Boy, Ireland done a fantastic job to hold on to that. Big number 3, Mike Ross. He had a huge first half, whether running or scrummaging. Carney. Puts the ball deep. Cooper's back there, supported by Genia. And Beale. What can he do here in the second half? Shows the dummy. Beale turns on the pace. Oh, the support just couldn't quite get to the ball Ashley Cooper was looking for.